giving you this epilogue next week.
We're all talking about what our characters want to have in the epilogue and stuff like that.
No. It's clearly just more downtime, Maxie. That's what the
I would stream that. Ooh. God, but sure, you can probably start a stream. I'm not ready for it. But I want to be until I got a good night's sleep, so.
Oh,
we are the good night's sleep, Maxie.
this is a good night's sleep. I want to know what a bad night's sleep is.
No, that's just a
To
busy
the other party with constant fucking
dumb snooze. Where's even the fucking map? Oh, there it is. We go left or off the other weird stuff.
Oh, while we've been digging around, I've been playing Frostpunk, and I've just legalized duels in my settlement.
What even is Frostpunk?
What game is it?
Yeah, I heard the name a few times.
About freezing your testicles off, young
Pretty
man.
much,
Would
yeah.
you like to experience it in real life? Just go bare nude in outside world right now. You can feel the bit of frostbite or frostpunk. God damn, I just remember this memory. We have my cup of tea. I think the actually is enjoying handing my presentation a bit too much, guys.
Oh, he maybe needs it after all the babies. The vampire babies, that is.
Ooh. Give me a sec. I still got a bit of chicken.
By the way, I archived it in your server, Emps. In the tabletop channel.
Okay. So sweet of you. Okay, now I can read why they actually found it so disturbing. Okay, I guess this will be like the Chantry meeting. I call upon the Chantry meeting. And you guys come. Turns out Gabe responded, FM, I got something to do.
I'm in the middle of a holy war against the infidels of Allah. I mean, what's up? What do you need?
This was a I don't know why they're actually so excited. I just took a random name generator.
Wait a minute. Why do I get my own chat rules in my chat? God damn it.
Let's see. Just preparing my lovely voice. Was there a way to actually make it full screen? Oh well, I'll just do it the way it is. Operation, yo bros, Operation Hanging Gardens by Tyrone Cement. Okay, I'm gonna meme this up, lads. What is Operation Hanging Gardens? That's a good question, my fellow Chantry members. Operation Hanging Gardens could be the future of our Chantry and the way we proceed in the future. Even the name Hanging Garden represents an image in your mind of luxury. Furthermore, a structure in the ancient world In the ancient wonders the world has never seen in the modern light, it represents the open up. Must have been real fucking drunk, tired making this slides. You know? Even I'm noticing the autistic spelling.
The autism kicking a bit, Emps. It's okay. We still love you.
Represents an ingenuity of man in the past. Slide 3. Don't worry, guys. We got 70 more slides to go. More details about hanging gardens. To go into the further details about the direction of hanging gardens, it's about changing the chantry into a wonder of a freehold that captivates people around us and for the future generations. To do this, we can follow these simple steps. Open a path to accumulate the abundance of glamour into the node area of our chantry, as it is the best way to do this. Preparing the balefire, as we are accumulating the amount of glamour into our chantry, and in the node room to start into the starting foundations of this chantry. And as the magical energies from the dreaming and from our node begin to collude into a fire of creativity, began to wrap into the cause of the foundation of our chantry, this will be the time that we will be placing bits of ourselves, pieces of ourselves to create the freehold, for example. I will be picking, for example, I'll be putting my glamour into this to have a stake in the freehold. Oh gosh, the tisms. The positives of
Bravo,
having.
bravo.
I know, right? The positives of having a freehold. The benefits are quite simple and easy to add up. For this, I can simply bullet point them for you or to you. For simplification purposes, it will increase the size of our chantry into another dimension. The dimension is the dreaming, and it means we'll have more room for more people to join. It will also we will also protect our chantry more better in a way of sanctity as the freehold has it built in. It will depend on how we are willing to spend on our security in this procedure. If we want the benefits of sanctity, the balefire will give us energy per day. They will help us refuel ourselves and accustom and be a lot more custom or accumulative a lot of energy if we ever felt we are tapped out. And if also, hold on. Oh yeah, I remember the last one. Yeah, last one essentially is depends on which freehold you want, and if we were to go for this particular freehold, we would gain the benefits of it. The negatives of the freehold. The negatives are quite difficult to find for this purpose. So to help to construct the idea of the negatives, will be bullet pointed. They will be bullet pointed. The transformation of a chantry to freehold has never been tested before. The only source of records I could find back were in the medieval era, and back in the medieval era, the consensus was a lot more different than it is comparing today. Today's consensus. So in theory, this is a territory no man has ever explored before. This will inherently make us weaker, as we will be given a piece of ourselves for this fire to start going. There is no doubt about it, and no way to avoid it. It will be a sacrificing a big one as a asset. This cannot be made on a small scale, as a small scale equivalently would be making a weaker node, and at that point, what was the point going through this? And you can't really do small scale with this kind of thing. The freehold we want, part one. To make this short and sweet, there are different kinds of freeholds with different kinds of benefits, but the freeholder we will be looking at will be the ones that will be most applicable to us within the chantry, and I will be presenting two of the freeholds. But if you want to find the other ones, we can go into the chantry's library to read them up. The academy is a place of education, in the place of learning. It's a type of idea that can help arise as a chantry to learn things if we were to study certain things. And I want to use it in a way to study the Fey language more easier, as the old supposed to be the old Fey are started to return, not and return. Finding a way to communicate might be a bit of a necessity if they come in greater numbers, finding out the past in greater detail so we can help ourselves to find out what they did and what were their tricks to find, and what are their tricks to find a way to create a countermeasure, if you understand my meaning. You love these pictures, don't you guys? The freehold, we want part two. The second freehold in question would be suitable to our chantry, would be you essentially insert the word because I'm too tired from work, which is essentially a building dedicated to research and lore finding. It will help a freehold to find information about the past and decipher lore and make it very tenable for us in the modern day to calculate a lot more things from other supernatural creatures besides from Fae, according to the rulebook of the freehold. Or the last solution, we can combine the both types of freehold to bring both the benefits. So in theory, we can have the best of both worlds, learning the language of the lost Fae easier and researching the lore and speculating what we should do next with our freehold. Don't worry, guys, we're caught way in. What
Yes.
else is what else is there to be done? There will need to be a lot of things for in order for this to work in more detail. Besides from the freehold making process, there will need to be other such details. What type we should go, well we did that. But what would depend on their own slide. Who should we have within the freehold free slides? How many people should we have in this freehold free slides? Creating a system that will benefit, that is very effective for this to work. Free slides. You can see when the free slides are coming on, lads. Contact Contract making prior to the freehold making part two slides. Future possible plans after all this is done. Who should we have within the freehold part 1? This may be an odd question to start with for the freehold, but I will explain this. I will explain this will be the first topic that comes up because I had a dream that humans are more creative with themselves as they were in the past, creating such masterpieces such as the Michelangelo statues, Mona Lisa's, and dancing, pushing their greater limits by and push them to their greatest limits by guiding them with our oversight to their full capabilities. So I will first propose an idea by starting a social group to make them feel good with themselves and open up the idea that they could be so much more better and more useful with us, with this great new place called Soccerum's Blossom Academy. They will not want to leave at any cost. By giving up all their possessions to us and be fully fledged residents of this new Sorcerer's Blossom Academy city to live in the dreams that no one has ever dreamed lived before. Yeah, I was going to say ever dreamed before, but I just put lived for some reason. Who should we have within the Freehold Part 2? Aside from the chosen people who have joined our social group, the other people I'll be talking about are the magical kind, whom I will put them in categories awakened and linear. First, I will talk about the linear individuals. The individuals who I'm referring to as linear are people who practice linear forms of magic. Some people may call them enlightened scientists, others may call them hedge mages, but they do believe the skills might be worth half opening up with this freehold becoming a thing. As we all know, it's more common to find these individuals than awakened mages, and having a policy of more opening up in terms of magical knowledge might be a great potential for teachers with particular parts, I should say parts, not passes, that we might want to have in the future to teach the people within our social group, and some of those parts may help within the freehold in general. For awakened individuals, we all know how they are, how they work, and what do I feel at this current stage? The more the better. But I do feel this will be very uncommon to have a flock of mages to suddenly come to our so to say freehold by said chantry. You can see the tism switching the word to our chantry because we said we might want to give them an incentive to come here to enter to enlist them here. But the main objective I do feel we need to have proper. Oh no, the main objective I feel we need to have is propose a momentum campaign to essentially have the amount of each enlightened or linear being with us and help us build our freehold within the dreaming and help with the chantry as it might be valuable. Who wants to read part 3? Who should we have within the freehold part 3? Those after those two slides, one about ordinary people and the other talking about linear slash awakened people. You might be wondering, who else should we let in to join our freehold? Well, it depends of how the council feels, and this might be a lot more self-reflecting of who should we have when we have this freehold in the council to enjoy the space you see. Faye is one of the possible supernatural individuals that could be settling within our freehold, since they are the one with the most experience with the dreaming, and will mostly help us with any problems we will have in the future of the freehold. Spirits are one of those strange things. It will depend what kind of spirits we're talking about, but not to go in much detail. I think close examination of them individually would be the only solution. Other supernatural creatures that will not be categorized will be subject to the Freehold Council meeting examination. How do you like those apples?
Yeah, apples were amazing.
How many people should we let in? Part 1. This will be the next interesting question for the topic. It will depend how many people we should let in to our freehold, because I have a feeling at the first stage we're going to need immense people to even sustain or even to protect this freehold due to the current size it's going to be. So I propose the first stage of the freehold with the momentum campaign. You should really be more of an open door system, or what some people may call it open borders, to get enough numbers of human slash linear slash awakened individuals to sustain justification of the existence of the freehold in play until we can get into the next stage, which will be on the next slide. How many people should we let in? Part 2. For stage 2, for how many people we should let in, when we realize when we got when we realize we got to step 2, will be a point when the system will achieve, e.g., the positions will be filled up and be made functionable. When this happens, we can safely take self-conscious action to immediately control the gates rather than an open gate. When somebody comes into the chantry, and if they need something we cannot do ourselves, it will probably be the only exceptions that can get in theory, go past through the controlled gate with the council's approval. There will be a there will be controlled by the council, and someone can be recommended by the one of these subordinate positions within our chantry, but that will be part of the system slide. How many people we should how many people should we let in part 3? You may wonder what would be the part 3 of how many people we should let in, because having a controlled gate is great, but there's always one problem. There's always a chance we have infiltrators within our from our rivals. So when the time comes, the chantry's gate will be fully closed.
Hello?
Then it will be decided by the council if they were to be let in or not. Creating a system that will work. The next topic we'll be talking about is about creating a system that will fit the freehold in the future. How it will function essentially. It will be assigned. It will be assisting. It will help us in a way to formulate law and order when the time comes, because there will always be a time we cannot fully direct control everything, and things will happen beyond our noses. So the best to establish procedures when something up. ahead to counteract it. In this part, it'll be more of a discussion. What are the options currently that could be implemented, and what will be the given suggestions? And we could talk about in some detail. That will come through this presentation, and we can talk about them. I will discuss the options in the next slide. What in the system 2? Suggestion 1: given zone the bureaucracy system to manage. It's essentially this idea is about empowering zero or zone for a bureaucrat, creating protocols, creating systems, empowering something we already know. That's already protecting us. It's a good idea because zone has always been with us for quite some time. The fundamental flaw with this plan is I'm not sure zone can actually get into the dreaming. I'm not sure she can actually affect something within the dreaming, but, but only in the mundane parts or the umbra parts from what I am aware of. But it could merely be my lack of standing of zone as an identity. She is controlled by one of the council members, so in theory that could cause problems when the dynamic to the chantry. So to remedy this, zone could be made completely accountable to the chantry, and not just one person, e.g., given total access of the computer to the council board to fix the problem. Creating a system that will work part 3. The other solution was conjuring were there. Finding an expert in the art of bureaucracy to help us formulate a system. Contact a guild to craft us a functional chimerical servant that will be serving via in the that will serve via in the arts of bureaucracy and could work with zones side by side. But what if we want to go more centralized, expanding the Chantry's council board to have more of a confirmed control? Or if we want to go more decentralized, creating a subordinate position to give them forms of autonomy that can make the Chantry run more smoothly? Or why not combine the chimerical servant, zone, and human bureaucrats to have a tripart system in case one of them gets damaged in the process? Contacting and the other option, and last option, contacting a mage that can craft or find an identity that controls the bureaucracy system that could be accountable to the council's members, both control in the physical and the dreaming that will control over the bureaucracy. Any question? Any suggestions?
Could you finish a presentation?
Ooh,
Do a backflip.
but alright, but going backwards there. Contract making. The next topic will be about contract making. This is essentially who will be contracting for all this to gather along. I do have a few ideas of how this can get along, what we actually need for this contract to happen. First of all, we're going to need chimerical servants specialized in a lot of things like teaching, caring, guiding, because it will help us in a sense when this freehold comes into place to teach the mortals and the other people who lack the experience with the dreamer to help to accommodate it. The best person to contact this would be the Knockers Guild, but at the moment, towards the happening, the price might be a bit high, so we might have to contact towards the independents as well to make this offering happen. The other things are also might need to be contacted with some tools to help with the teaching, since we are gonna have magical teachers more than just Theodore, who we're going to get more since the amount of students we're going to accumulate is going to be big, and the need to get the tools for teaching them magic is necessary. So we might have to have a magical, well, we might have to go to a magical convention or other such places to get them. Contract making too. The other contract would actually be more something on the mundane part of our chantry as well, since we're going to have a good amount of people we're gonna a good amount of people. We're gonna need to basically we're gonna have more people coming in. We're gonna have to make the mundane part of our chantry a lot more lively, so it doesn't catch the public off guard or any superstitious that sort of thing. Make the building a lot more lively. So I propose we open a charter school to have it in the so we can control it, and we can also get some form of tax subsidies and etc. To play this card to make this a better cover story. Because at the moment, I think we only have the finance. Was it Megan the finance NPC?
Yeah.
Yeah, we only have Megan and a farm, wasn't it?
We have to farm in the chat, like deep in the chantry.
Yeah, but what's on the outer layer though? Because it's only Megan, isn't it?
Yeah, like and you know, the office, like our conference room, I guess.
Yeah. And future plans. Future plans was essentially fill the requirements for this PowerPoint. One, the next country meeting, if we're gonna go through this freehold, will most likely be within the freehold, and we talking about different affairs and a different time too. This will be a thank you for listening to my PowerPoint. And do consider this opportunity we have like no other before our name. Thank you, Tyrone Simone. Congratulations. 20 slides, you motherfucker. You want 50? I can give you 50.
Where's the encore?
Hold on, let me get my second slide. No, just kidding.
But yeah, how does everyone feel about this?
Very impressive that we actually have a PowerPoint presentation.
Is that me actually typing the simple steps, or is it Redoma? I can't tell these days.
You mean the meme stuff where at the green that was me?
So, what you guys think?
Good job.
Yeah. Beautiful. So, I like the idea of a freehold, but you know, what exactly is the part we would be sacrificing of ourselves? You know,
Can't really describe Evertay in game, can't you? Actually, I have to ask you. Actually, how can you do this game? This is
Well,
actually a genuine question. Is it like a soul or something to that equivalent?
not quite. I mean, they understand it's kind of about.
It's very hard to describe this.
One thing, the Adobe froze on me.
Are you sure you don't need some coffee, Niaxi? You know.
No, that's just gonna make it worse.
Ooh. What, did you add coffee today and made it worse? Ooh.
No, just forget that. It's not a problem.
actually, I just saw what the fuck happened to our meeting room.
I don't know. There was a lot of talk about freeholds. I wanted to visualize that for you. I wrote down some buzzwords so that the discussion later on will be easier.
What the fuck is that? And that.
What? I don't fucking know. Just absolutely gentleman.
It's the embodiment of our freehold, Kappa.
Yeah, like you give up part of your. You bind your part of your enlightenment with our.
Insert a line to. But it will be good in the long term, you see. God, Niaxi's not feeling it today, and he's not lively. Woo.
Not lively because it was a busy day.
He's saying that, but in reality, all that was like busy this day was just the baby vampires.
went we drove out to a bigger city with lots of stores, and they had to buy so many presents still. And
Yeah. You know, next time that happens, you just send them a link, and that link will just be Amazon.
it's not that easy with our.
What do you mean it's not that easy?
Don't you realize all the horrors of manual shopping?
That's where you go on Amazon, Kenny.
Yeah, that's the point. You avoid all that.
Sorry, they are boomers with our.
Like, I,
Actually, I can tell you something. There's something very remarkable about Amazon. You can go on Amazon when you purchase an item. You can actually purchase it as a gift and get it wrapped with their name on it.
yeah, the tattoo.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter. I wasn't the one out for gifts.
Sure, you weren't. He's out for the gift.
I was just forced along.
Wow, you're saying someone violated you. Violated via your will.
It's not really a violation.
Oh, you violated the law.
But yeah, it doesn't really matter. So how do you guys like the idea of investing part of your power into a charity to make it different and more powerful?
Well, a very interesting proposal. There was like some talk about different kinds of freeholds. So do you say that would help us study the law and
Law, research. It will help us much more easier.
it certainly is interesting.
Imagine if you were to start from scratch, the Wife and Girl project. Imagine you would have had a lot more easier time.
Yeah,
You would know it you would have known it from the palm of your hand, and it would have been in a few days, not in a few weeks. Just imagine the time.
that's actually would actually be pretty nice. And I doubt this will be the last project that we run in this chantry.
Mm-hmm. Is that the only question?
Well, the other one was what exactly was the what's called the incentive for those linear mages and regular normal mages to come in.
Oh, the incentive for the awakened mages, the linear mages. Well, with the incentive, it could really be anything. It's more like what we are willing to agree with. But personally, I was thinking for the linear mages, experiencing something that can help because with linear magic it's difficult, so it might be a more easier time if they do in a freehold or something to that equivalent. Something in a magical place, you know?
Yeah, I suppose. But the question is, like, do they actually benefit from it?
Well, if we want this chantry secured, you see. It's in case when things get too big, you need a good amount of people to secure it, you know?
Yeah, I understand.
It was really just the idea at the time. Rush of creativity, one may say.
So the incentive is basically that they need to be enamored by what the chantry actually is. Okay.
Essentially. We can agree, it's just what we are willing to offer them. But at the moment, it was only an idea. I haven't thought of anything concrete. Gabe, you got any questions?
Not really.
So the plan where they like take control over Zone from you and give it to the whole council is okay, right?
So, who wants to do a vote?
Okay, so the vote will be generally just about agreeing on the general plan, not on the details, right?
Yeah, general plan, general direction.
If you say yes now, Zone will eventually be appropriated together. Just kidding.
Oof.
Oh,
Alright, I'm for it.
I am too for it.
Well, I have been outvoted.
You can still agree on it.
Therefore, yes, I can. Or I can just say I'm outvoted, and if this goes horribly wrong, I have the justification to say I told you. Or just this plan if it works out perfectly.
The Axe's wet dreams are beginning to appear. The freehold has been confirmed.
Big oof.
What do you mean, big oof?
You will learn in time.
we get sucked into a dreaming and become marauders. The end. That's our epilogue. Oh,
Fair-
no
fair
denial.
question. You can't even deny it. Best ending. Hope the Twitch chat liked my presentation.
No, they wanted combat instead.
What? It wasn't exactly pleased. Good PowerPoint. What what's the word though? Good PowerPoint. Hold on. Be right back.
No. Actually, I know I probably did a funny thing for you.
I guess so, yes.
What can I say? Dreams are meant to happen, you know?
Yeah.
I can't wait until I get Mind 5. But now I have to build up the code. Slowly but steadily, you know?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Actually sounds so fucking hesitant. It's like, welcome back. You're going to ruin my torture sessions. I'm going to kill Gabriel.
No, I don't have any plans like that.
Move.
Indeed. You open the portal to the dreaming and you see a world full of cat girls and elves. Wait a minute, this is the next game. What? Oh. And you see a ship with four individuals, and you're just a.
Oof.
I just love how Queen Elizabeth said hanging up. And he actually was so such exhilarated with it.
Look, I just trying to change things up a little.
Ooh. I don't get the meme, but we're ready for the Redeemer. We're gonna have a lot of followers. I mean, cult followers. I mean, people who are positive. You know.
Oh, hey, Ella dropped from row 20.
I think his internet shit the bed.
Wow.
So
No, I'm still here. I'm just refreshing the page.
Oh, I see.
That makes sense.
It was a wee bit laggy.
Tyrone is just happy his emotions approved.
Alright, now about the children and the forges.
That comes later.
Oh no.
Turns out we made a fillet
No.
freehold instead. We botched, we made a fillet hold. Fuck.
Then I should just have your master summon you, allied, and like she gives you like the mission to force Redover to eat snails, and you have 24 hours.
What?
What?
Ooh. I
He's got-
didn't know Redoma was French.
Sadly, I didn't give her the right nature for that.
But why?
No, just for fun.
I see.
To prove his loyalty.
What is
You
this?
need to get him. You need to get him to eat snails.
What is this?
Let me just roll my subterfuge. The British do this and they say it's amazing.
Oof.
Pass. He starts eating it.
Oof.
Mission complete. That's another day off my death of my fucking prison sentence.
Oof, yeah, see, do you know, do you know that's like, I don't know, school evil? Yeah, just eat these
What do you mean?
snakes.
What about what's like the French eat snails all the time, Redover?
Yeah, but they aren't humans.
What? What do you mean?
That they aren't humans.
Oof.
There's a requirement to eat something. They have to be humans. Is that what you're hinting at here?
No, they have nothing to do with me. That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
So, after that, Tyrone, I think Tyrone says, you know, one of those random anime scenes you'd usually put the thumbs up and the little stars come out?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what Tyrone is looking like.
Oof.
How?
And I'll be thinking of a name of the social group. You know, build them slowly and steadily.
I suggest the Crips. Since you know you're black kid.
Oof, MS-13 might come over the border for Kappa.
Why? What did you roll, Nexi? Explain
I
yourself.
rolled for a charismatic thumbs up. No, actually, you know, Redover. A sniper bullet hits you right between your eyes. Through the sock. I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
Finally, the reinforcements are here. Britannia rose the way.
No, it's only 50 dice of leave. But just kidding.
Don't worry, it's only 4 damage.
You know, the queen is an accomplished sniper. God.
The queen is a 1,300 confirmed kills in Iraq.
No one wrote what to look
Damn it. Yeah, good meeting.
I know, best meeting.
Now we have to think about how to restructure the chantry.
Indeed.
You know, I can probably fit all the people you want to put into it already.
No, we're gonna need that space.
It's already empty.
But Nyaxi. What about that area where the Wyvern girls can fly?
You walk like 10 kilometers between your lab and your bedroom.
I know that next to each other, goddammit. I wish the shanty was this big, but no.
Not yet, Kappa.
I'm sorry, Nex. He's gonna be extra dimensional big.
You know, it's not about how big the chantry is, it's about how you use it, you know.
We're just
Oof.
not using it. Yep.
I mean, why are you bringing this constantly up? Did someone tell you this?
No, I'm just memeing it, and I'm too tired to come up with new memes, so I have to reuse them.
Ah, I see.
So you want to hire some more mates for the chantry, is what you wanted to do, right?
Not quite.
Come on! There's so many cute mate pictures.
Don't worry.
How can you say
Radama,
no to this, Vidova? How can you? How dare you?
Maid by night, Wyvern girl by day. Or was the other way around? Wait a minute, why are her ears pointy? And her eyes
It's
red?
a freehold.
Ah, I see.
And she's a vampire. What? I mean, what?
Sure, vampire maids. I get it. I'm sure we can arrange something for it. You know, we probably should have trained Sophie to be a maid, but but before Odin took her crew away, the cruel man.
He's taking good care of her. He's making out a torture, Dama.
I just imagine him sitting there in like on like a couch, manspreading. It says, Come over here, Sophie. I'm gonna I'm gonna make you an adult."
What do you mean? I meant he's gonna teach you how to pay the bills and stuff like that. How to hunt, how to rent an apartment, how to pay your taxes.
How to get killed by her parents.
What?
Actually, I probably should check on them.
Sure.
Okay, I think it was Willpower at 7. Ah, 3 successes.
Okay, yeah, you see her parents. They are in well, let's see. Oh. Okay, it's interesting.
Oof.
Oh, they're there with what the fuck was that one guy called? Right of check. With this check here.
Ah, yeah, I remember him.
There's a big meme, by the way. Oof. But yeah. And they have like a staked body, and they're like in a basement.
Oof, do we know this the body?
No, it's some ugly ass Nosferatu or something.
Is it Scrubbles?
No. It's like It looks like the skin tone looks like a vaguely Mexican, so he's probably from across the border.
Oh. Hmm. Oh, that's quite interesting. Yeah, I gotta try to remember that face. Is it like day or night?
uh, it's still it's day, I guess.
Very interesting. Well, I guess they believe in vampires now. God damn it.
Oof. Yeah, they look kind of disturbed by the thing. Jack, on the other hand, is unfazed. God, he's such a meme character.
Well, I time to take out my phone. Or rather go to the intercom. Or whatever I can't say to the other chat members what I just saw. Describe to them that they had like success in vampire hunting and have some ugly ass guy. Probably Nosferatu. Oh yeah, welcome back, Allied. Did you hear the news? Sophie's parents, together with Jack, found a Nosferatu and apparently staked him in the basement.
Oh, they're going to achieve the holy immortality.
The Nosferatu looks Mexican. Per skin tone. This is fine. Yeah, problem is like to know they believe in vampires. Which means we have 2 new hunters, like proper ones probably. You know. No, it's too late. We have to turn them. With Sophie's blood. You know, then send them to the sheriff. And said it was a masquerade violation, so we had to embrace them. I mean, we do know about it. I scried on them. Yes, in character. I just told everyone.
Is it time to kill him?
They
Maybe.
just spent at XP while you discussed that.
That's not able to stop a sniper rifle round, actually.
Oh, you have no idea.
What do you mean?
That you have no idea.
Jack's like a fucking demon worshiper.
Move.
Jack just bought up Dark Thaumaturgy too.
And Jack is a special boy.
Oh no. God can't stop him from a fucking 50 cal round.
Maybe it's not God. Oh, by the way, it's day. So,
I mean, all memes aside, you should probably dig into this random guy that's with them if they capture Nosferatu.
yeah, Nosferatu on his home turf. Probably, at least.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's hard to capture any vampire on their home turf.
But yeah, but you know, Nossis like known for digging into like special places. Since they can't be seen anywhere.
Why?
Because they're walking masquerade violations. Even on other clans.
Just because they're ugly, they're masquerade violation?
Yep.
I'm gonna look at Kane real hard. You do know we live in modern America, right?
Yes.
And being ugly is a
They don't take chances. That's the thing.
they don't take chances. So does that mean Sophie's dead?
No, probably not.
Sounds like they're taking chances then.
Ooh. But yeah, what are we gonna do about it, if anything?
I mean, show me the vampire spot and I might be able to kidnap him from the kidnappers?
I just hand him the ball.
Just from the bat, you know.
What, Nahaxi?
Probably so bad, you know.
I just hand the Gabriel the ball. Just concentrate. What do you want to see?
What's the check, Nahaxi?
Willpower at 7. Also, you hear whispers as you touch her. Very faintly.
Wait, what happened when I touch it?
You hear whispering all around you, you know.
Ignore it.
I'm gonna squint at him.
Just shrugging and ignore it.
Okay, yeah, you have no problem. Seeing, like, a deformed Mexican, I guess.
Can I find out where they're located?
Sure, roll again to zoom out. Yeah, it's some house in the outskirts of Tucson.
In Tucson, right?
Yeah.
Is there any like? Are they currently there?
Yes, you zoomed out of the basement until you saw the house.
Yeah, I meant like, are 3 of them currently in the house?
Yes.
Are they talking about anything?
I guess Jack is explaining about vampires. The most simple term.
Can I use my spear magic through this? Like, can I, like, if I turn Prime on or Spirit on, can I see him that way?
Probably not. But you can easily scry their correspondence.
Alright, sure. Alright, Ken, I see them being weird. They're talking about vampires, and I think he's talking about the best way to kill it is to cut its head off. Well, I mean, yeah, that kills everything, Kane.
Yeah.
What are they?
It's one weakness. Without its health, it's helpless.
Ken, who would have thought cutting the head off something fucking kills it, you know?
Yeah, amazing. I know. You need a pretty high
Really?
IQ to understand that.
Clearly the most fucking skilled and trained hunter we've ever seen. Cut its head off, it's dead. What next?
You know,
Fucking
just use fire.
like, yeah. What next? Just use fire. Just use fire. Kane, I'm a fucking prophet now.
I mean, it's
You
not wrong. It's just laughing off. Just
I-
laughing while it almost falling from the chair.
Hey, you know what? Next is gonna say if you use holy water blessed by the fucking Pope, it'll start melting their face. Like puts like
You
a
don't have access to that.
What's in Axie?
They don't have access to fancy stuff like that.
He pulls out a Molotov. Nah, you know what? I wasn't. I'm not 3 for 3, but I'm 2 for 3. Apparently, that's his holy water. Fucking rum and fucking alright.
Sure, he like cocks back a bottle of rum or something.
Oh no, I meant like it's a Molotov that he put on the table. It's just
Ooh.
like a rum Molotov. All right, you know what? Let's see what happens if I knock on the front door. I'm gonna examine the place nice and carefully. Just scrying a location is. It's been a while since I've just fucking.
Correspondence tool.
Yeah, I'm with the no discarded. So that's 4, I think. Difficulty 5, bring down the 3. I'm retarded. Is the sheets irritate not gonna fucking work? Alright, play it. Yeah, no, okay, that's really weird.
Okay, that should be enough. Okay, you scry there. Are you looking with what kind of sensors?
Let me just kinda what was it to have a rote to have like multiple sensors running at once?
Just tell me which ones you want to activate.
Prime, spirit, life, and mind on the off chance he's some weird changeling.
Okay, just roll for a level 1 sphere effect then. Okay, it works. Yeah. Perception awareness +2. Difficulty 6.
So 9 at 6.
Okay,
I have
yeah.
discerning. If it matters, of course.
Okay, the check is a ghoul. And like the woman, Sophie's mom, has true faith.
Kane, you probably see me doing my meme of like, you know, like hocus pocus, you know, like just like this has got to be stupid. There's nothing, and then he just stops, and he just stares really hard at like his like phone, which I guess like doesn't make his whatever data power, and like just squints, just looks over at you, just squints harder at it.
And like the door opens and a Japanese man comes walking in with like a katana. Not a katana, I'm sorry, but
Oh, you're being serious! Did you?
yeah, he actually walks in, but he doesn't have a katana.
I just came back. What's this mean?
I squint even harder. Like, Kate, you probably think I'm having a fucking brain aneurysm because I'm having a brain aneurysm at this. What is he, Naxi?
He's a normal human, just like the other man in the room. Like Sophie's dad, Sophie said that Japanese guy are both normal people.
So the Japanese guy is completely normal.
Yes.
Sophie's dad, completely normal.
Yes.
The mother has true faith.
Yes.
And their leader of this hunter team is a ghoul.
Yes.
Is there any other living people in this fucking building, Iaxi?
No, aside from the vampire, of course.
Okay, well, that's fair. Okay, what does he come to talk about now to them?
He was just out talking with his associates. Yeah,
Did they say the guy's name at all?
Sure, he's called. Sure, he hears you hear his name. He's like, he's not from Tucson. He's searching for his daughter as well, though. His daughter Yumi. Wait, I will show her as well.
Oh my god, you actually have.
You can check it which vampire photo she is if you're interested.
What'd you say?
You can check the vampire folders to see where she is in if you're interested.
Is that the fucking meme lord? You look at the first edition.
Yes!
Oh, fucking knew it. I knew it, you
Intriguing.
fuckers.
Where the fuck's the vampire tab?
It's called Camarilla.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's at. You just made Redomer fucking retarded.
He's already retarded.
Oh, this is your usual hunter party, isn't it?
You're not wrong, and I'm upset about that. There's an addict to the fucking slurp juice. There's somebody that's just blinded by God. And you have two normal people that just don't believe in anything. They just want their family back.
Yes.
Two normal people that are being taken advantage by everybody else. Except in this case, the one that has God's voice is married.
I can't wait until she's reintroduced to Trump. Oh god,
Okay, Kane.
Hmm.
Kane. Are you sure you want me to secure the fucking Nosferatu? I need to be sure before I do this.
I didn't say anything.
No,
I asked for your opinion. Like I asked what do you
I
what would you
think we
think?
should kill them all.
How bad is it?
Hi, they're doing God's work.
Kane. There's somebody in there that's holding a cross really intently, and it looks like she's about to go into fucking King Solomon's fucking insanity of summoning demons to bind them to force him to do God's will.
Oh, she isn't.
He doesn't know that though. There's a Japanese man in a suit who I could have sworn just came out of like a syndicalist fucking operation. Talking about visit his daughter. Who we don't fucking. Oh no, you don't worry. And then we have the leader of the party, who get this is addicted to the slurp juice.
Oh.
And then we have her dad, who's just there.
Okay, so you're saying that woman, that was that could have been only been Sophie's mom.
Sophie's mom is about to say, Deus Vult, retake the Holy Lands. Yes.
Huh. Seemed quite normal last time I saw her.
That's the worst type of one. We call them infiltrators.
Kane rubs his chin. So you're saying we should kill them all?
Oh, that's the fault.
I mean, we should probably ask, we should probably call up the Central tonight. Oh, I mean, is this a Central problem or a Sheriff problem or a combination problem? Because only Odin knows that, only the Sheriff knows that, you did a bad.
Yeah, I probably should call the sheriff. He's probably best equipped anyway, right?
I just shrugged my foot. You don't pay me enough to deal with this shit.
Problem is they, and like, they probably would have killed that guy. The longer we wait.
Are we even sure he's one of the good vampires?
Not at all. Actually, no, you can't.
There's no Nosferatu in the city.
What'd you say, Naxi?
There's no Nosferatu in the city.
Oh, we know there's no Nosferatu in the city.
Well, that makes it easier.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
oh my gosh! Just looking at that Japanese girl's picture, this looks like one of the cheesy Asian dirt.
Okay, so well, apparently this is a bad vampire then.
Isn't it bad that a bad vampire appears in the city?
Bad vampire in the city usually means we're going to be invaded.
Seems more of a sheriff problem, a vampire problem, Cap.
Tyrone, get the fuck out of our heads.
I mean, worst case, we could secure the guy, but on the other hand, we're taking unnecessary fire in the process.
No, really, I just snap my fingers and just pull the guy through. It's daylight.
That's true. You want to do it?
No.
Oh. Actually, what if we get him, and then read his mind and figure out their plans, and then sell it to the vampires?
Are you developing a new fetish, Kane?
What do you mean?
Everybody we capture, you just want to read their mind. Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay.
Kane? Are the
What?
clones getting to you?
God damn it, there aren't clones.
Multi-personality disorder is a serious disease that affects people. We can help that. We just gotta kill the clones.
I'm fine. It's very unhealthy for me if they die.
That's what a person being affected by that would say.
Listen. Imagine this. We walk in on the sheriff and say,
okay,
here, your enemies are planning it, and they're doing this, and this. Don't ask where we got.
I look back at the Device. Actually, do they really seem like enemies, or do they just seem like a ragtag team of fucking idiots that just got?
No,
lucky?
I mean the vampires. Like the information on the vampires. These are the bad ones.
So you're saying we kidnap a vampire from hunt for these people?
Yeah.
Present him to the sheriff, and believe he's a bad vampire because there's no ugly ones in the city.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we could easily excuse that. If it's a good one, we rescue someone's life and he's indebted to us. Forever.
Actually, is that how politics work? Can I roll a politics roll here?
Well,
Is that how politics work? I mean, at the end of the day, though, this does not answer the fact that they're being led by a ghoul.
Yeah, mysterious. But you know, maybe this isn't their first successful hunt.
And I'm not really a fan of fighting somebody that's channeling the power of an extra-dimensional creature.
Okay, but I thought you could just pull him out.
I can, but I also haven't fucking fought somebody channeling the power of an extra-dimensional creature before.
Yeah, I mean, we could, maybe we should.
You know how hard it is to contain and research one?
Well, kinda. But not this kind.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I mean, kinda. Remember? We had like one sitting here for quite some time.
Oh, you're a nugget.
Yeah. But anyway, I think we should just ask someone then.
Alright, you know what? Give me...
Just ask Theodore.
He doesn't fight in a dimension. He just sleeps. No, those are parasitical interdimensional creatures, not channelers of interdimensional creatures. Okay, get it right. I'm still just fucking the host body. I'm not reaching out to touch tips with God. Fucking hell. So you say we should go ask Theodore?
Yeah, like for two quick answers, I don't think we have much time. Or otherwise the question will be the question will be taken out of our hands.
I mean, I can keep this running for the time being on my pad, but it's gonna be a bit harder to help him pop through the reality. But sure, let's go ask him. What is that? To lower?
It's not necessary. You can just pop out normally.
Doesn't he have to roll for that
But
at a higher difficulty?
gonna be fine. I think the champion is relatively easy. Let's see its difficulty.
Well, that's right.
Six.
He should be expanding his feathers and stuff here too, at some point. I think it's better.
Like manipulation and body, so 8 dice at 6. See, he easily manifests for a seed.
Can I share my senses with Theodore?
I mean, you can just explain the situation, huh?
Alright. I'm gonna explain to Theodore the entire situation while keeping an eye on the 4 crazy fucking people in the house.
They're normal people. It's just the circumstance let them do this. True life, indeed. Okay, he listens to you attentively, and yeah, what are your questions?
Number one, how do you handle somebody channeling an interdimensional creature like that?
Wait, what do you mean?
How do you kill somebody with true faith?
Why would you kill them?
Because they might attack us?
Why though? I mean, they're just after vampires.
Yes, but we don't know if that might cause us issues.
It's unlikely.
I mean, they called a Nosferatu already.
Probably some fledgling child.
Oh, so they're killing a child of vampires.
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's
S-
probably some newbie vampire that's...
So Sophie flashbacks intensify.
Oh, look at what you did, Theodore. I was gonna cry. God damn it, Kane.
Look, it's... I doubt it will be relevant to us. They hardly ever are.
Should we at least inform the vampires to curry some well, to try to weasel our position and to start pushing them against the Tremere? Or, Theodore, I have a big brain idea.
I see.
We know where the Tremere are, a rough guess. How good are hunters at fighting them?
I mean, if these are just a bunch of bumbling newbies themselves, I don't believe it's worth the effort.
One has God on their side, the other one has anime, and I'm pretty sure that that one's still a ghoul.
Okay, is it common for them to have this god power?
It's an uncommon thing in this day and age. Faith is on decline, as I'm sure you are.
I suppose.
Nothing's a master of gun. Guns are the future.
Oof.
What do you mean, oof, Theodore?
He didn't say that.
Oh. Hey, pick up one dot in true faith. And what? Your firearms. Excuse me? You must kill them with me. Hold on. If you okay the weapons, they sing to me. They demand blood.
Oof, that's just schizophrenia.
It's just the schizophrenia kicking back in, Gabe. We gotta get you back to the first floor.
Oof.
Well, Theodore Kane's really hell bent on getting involved in this. What's your recommendation?
I would just ignore it. It's not really like the problem will self-resolve itself most likely.
How useful are hunters as disposable assets?
Well, they're of limited use, I suppose, if you have beef. They shouldn't say it like it, if you have problems with the local vampires.
Alright, well,
It
Kane, you heard. What? You alright, Kane?
it just slip a piece of paper with the Jeremiah Chantry location into like the Nosferatu's pockets.
I think I'm the only one besides the Tremere right now and the Prince that knows where it is. I think I found it before they got all their autism wards up.
Hmm.
But yeah, alright, cool. Thank you, Theodore, for your words of wisdom. Kane, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm really open. I just think it could be to our advantage to just get this guy. On the other hand, it's a theoretical risk, but they shouldn't be able to trace us back, right? Like if we just snap the guy.
I mean, I don't know. I've never dealt with anybody that, channels the power of God.
I'm gonna look to Theodore. Can they trace us back?
He shrugs. It's not like he knows the capabilities.
Huh. We don't happen to have like anyone with true faith in our chantry, right?
Nope.
Hey, kid, if you give us your soul, we can get you your kid back.
Oof. Hmm. I mean, it's just normal humans, right? And we can monitor
No,
them.
there's a goal with them.
Well, the goods are still kinda normal for the most part. They're usually much weaker than vampires. Barely above human. Okay, so,
It's your call. I mean, I'll do it, but
yeah,
it's your call. We're not doing it here.
let's snag him then.
Fuck me. All right.
All right, I will. Let's do it in my lab, I suppose.
No, we're not doing it in our fucking chantry, you weird person.
I mean, our chantry is warded against tracing.
Yes, but what is up with you and letting vampires into our chantry?
I mean, we just keep him asleep.
Well, I mean, he's staked, so he's gonna stay asleep.
You're not really asleep when you're staked. Not necessarily.
Also day.
Or, I mean, during day, but I can wake up.
Yeah, and I actually.
But yeah, okay, then let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, okay, and I actually, what's up?
What do you mean?
You said something. That's why I said like, what's up? Like,
You just said that during the day they sleep.
oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
My apologies. Sure, alright. Fucking get us like a car or something.
Yeah, let's go.
Probably a van. I mean, I'd rather we do it. Alright. Yeah, it's a van with dark blankets and shit like that.
Yeah, just gonna like order like Gloria around or something. Just quick, grab blankets, grab steaks, and grab a
What?
gun.
Okay.
You know, the one with the fire ammo in it, the incendiary.
Roll dexterity crafts to like use the blankets to cover the windows of the car.
Oh.
Use matter for it to aid in the crafting.
Why are you like this? You know what I think this is, Naxi? I know what this is. This is regret from Kane. He regrets. He's regretting everything.
I only regret not having more control. And now these poor people are probably gonna get yeeted at some point, even if you do nothing.
I mean, that's just a lot of life that they fall.
Yeah, it's okay, you two Mexicans put up the blankets in the car and it's like
Oh,
it's shoddy, but you could say this job is done.
it's just the Mexicans are like, ah, yes, this is how we came to America.
Gonna have a flashbacks. Naxi, what was it? What was it? Dexcraft.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna. If the vampire dies, the vampire dies.
Ooh.
uh,
Watch me botch. Oh, wait.
Okay, so I don't have to actually look up sunlight damage.
No, it's pretty easy. Like, it's only one level of damage for like partly exposure.
Yeah. So he has like 7 turns at tops.
Yeah.
Alright, well, alright, let's get in a fucking car and let's, drive me to some place I can do my fucking magic and.
Just want to open like a portal under him or something.
Yeah.
And he's gone.
Yeah,
Well,
but
first-
one turn if they succeed on Vince alertness to do something. No,
What is it? I'm opening a portal. So it's 3 at 4. No, it's 4. Wait, what the fuck is it? Is it 3 or 4 respondents?
Like, small ones is only like 3.
sorry, he's not small. He's a 4.
Ah, okay. That's fair enough. Do you want me to aid you?
Sure.
Hey, don't forget that that's Vulgar.
You're gonna spend a willpower on this.
It's vulgar.
Obviously.
Yeah. That's to be expected.
What? Oh, no, that changes the parameters if this is vulgar. Hold on, no. I don't know or care enough about this vampire to subject myself to vulgarity.
Oh. But you already
don't.
wrote it's locked in.
Well, he didn't have. Well, it's a wrong roll. He didn't consider the plus 1 difficulty for vulgarity. But yeah, you actually kind of have to worry about paradox, don't you?
Yeah, because I'm sitting at 5 permadox.
That's no reason to worry.
What was that?
That's no reason to worry.
Yeah, there is reason to worry. I don't even know this guy. Look, why don't you just...
Look. I will do the first step here.
What?
Oh, god damn it. I'm sad. Should be like 8 base, right? And like 1 from like minus from discarded.
I mean, it's correspondence 4 effect.
Your
So
correspondence
for-
forward element?
No, like
Oh,
I'm
actually,
aiding
like
you.
the you know what? The like the Japanese guy and the dude at least count as sleeper witnesses. That's actually vulgar witnesses.
Are you saying hunters count as vulgar witnesses? As his witnesses? Are you? Are you for real?
The ghoul and the true faith check down. I will give you.
I mean, I'm also confused as to why they're suddenly in the room with the vampire body.
But like, it's the first time they are like for some of these people, it's the first time they see a vampire, so they're still sleepers.
Yeah, but they need to be in the room to see the magic to count it as vulgarity.
Yeah, they were in the room talking about it, like he was telling them how to.
Oh, I thought they were in other fucking rooms. No, we're gonna wait then until to see if the guy's gonna get fucking yeeted, or they're gonna leave him the fuck alone.
No, I like. I really want to heat him fancily now.
You really want to yeet him what now? Fancily now?
In like a fancy way, yes.
Captain Weave's gonna pull his fucking katana out at the last minute and decap him as we pull him through the portal.
No. They need to chain him down and like for the next sunrise. So they need to keep him alive for the night, and then they need, and as sun rises, the Japanese guy gets his katana and like hacks his head off like as the sun starts burning the body.
No, like I was thinking of something way easier, but
Anyway, I'm not gonna fucking do this if they're all in the same room watching him and shit like that. Like,
look, it's education though. Like he's talking about how to best kill them and like what's bad for vampires, like the sun.
yeah, but they're not gonna kill him just yet, right?
Then like that's like one of these special moves. Just kidding. And I really want to kill him now.
Well, I'm not opening this fucking portal in this situation at the time being, unless he's truly in danger, instead of just being turned into a fucking science project for a bunch of hunters.
Okay, like check, concentrates, and like here. um, here. He draws like a big breath from his cigar. And, like concentrates really intensely, and then he like breathes out and sets the vampire on fire with his pyromancy powers.
What?
Yes,
Does
he can make fire.
Really?
Yeah, he's a ghoul. He's a ghoul, but he's also a psychic.
Hold on, he actually set the vampire on fire.
Hold
The
on.
vampire has like 140
Okay.
What?
Okay. Next, are you telling me these people are still counting as sleeper witnesses when the main guy has fucking pyromancy?
That's the first time he demonstrates.
I just want to make sure this isn't a fucking meme and I'm misunderstanding. The guy's using pyromancy.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna fucking save the vampire then.
Why?
Because now you've made a meme that I have to put down.
What do you mean?
Also, I'm pretty sure the vampires wouldn't know about the Sabbat coming.
Okay, let's go then. What is it?
Difficulty for this Naxi? Since you're not fucking vulgar with witnesses anymore,
Well, yeah, it's only vulgar now.
stop rolling his soak die and answer my fucking question. Difficulty 8.
Yes, 4 plus 4.
I'm upset that this counts as vulgar, by the way, when he set the guy on fire with his brain!
Hey, I'm gonna spend like a willpower and like I
Yeah,
guess
I'll spend a fucking willpower too with my fucking 1 coin and bring down a fucking stick.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that turned them into non-sleepers at least, alright. It's not difficulty
Well,
nine.
there's 1 success. Fucking roll to Amy. We got fucking 2. We got another round to go. 'Cause apparently he's torching the fucker.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have 2 rounds.
I'm gonna spend like 3
So
quint
roll
on
it
it.
on.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
spend
I'll
3.
roll for another damage.
Ooh, 3 quint burned.
Okay. That's, how much? That's 4?
I have 1 success, yeah.
I have like I have like 4 because I spent a willpower on it.
Okay, you get 5. That's enough. The vampire, like, drops through.
As a side note, I just love the picture. He's gonna drop through, and all they're gonna see on this other end of this portal behind the fires is some dude wearing a fucking mask with like a rocket launcher in his fucking van. I'm shutting that. Put him the fuck out.
Yeah, like Redoma shows himself at the body to put it out.
Can we just use more blankets on him?
No, yeah, please add more fucking flammable stuff to the fire in the van.
Yeah, you pat him out with like a blanket.
What's going on the other end, by the way, Nyaxi?
Do you have correspondence 2 running?
Yeah, I would have had that still running.
Do you have anything else running that would have meant that your difficulty went up by 1?
That's only. Is that for all?
That's for
I thought
every
that was-
2 that's for every 2 active effects, yes.
That's why I said it rolled or whatever, which had correspondence to life matter. So it
No,
would've
no,
been-
that's for every 2 active effects, like your mind shield plus correspondence 2, for example.
No, it just would have been correspondence 2 then, since I knew what the fuck they were. Which would have been exactly 2 effects.
Well, let's forget about it.
Also, I thought if you made ropes that made multiple effects in the one, it only counted as one
Yeah,
thing.
but that's not the point here, Allied. You have a mind shield active with just 1 effect. If you have a
Yes,
sensory effect active, that's 2.
yeah, so as I said, it just would have been those 2 then.
Yep.
So do you want me to re-roll my dice then at a higher difficulty?
I need to check if it's 2. I think it's around this page.
'Cause I thought it was only like higher than 2. Like 2's at.
Adobe is so shit.
Well, you know what page it was on?
Well, not exactly. I have to find
Yeah.
it.
I was gonna say because I could look it up on mine, but fuck.
Let's see, we are getting closer. Let's see.
So he's gonna fucking crash on you. Can't believe Radama fucking did this to me. Fucking 2 more paradox. Yeah.
Only 1, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it is only.
No one
Thanks,
watched.
Radama.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
welcome.
it's +1 per 2. Yes.
Oh, so it would have been a higher Arete roll then.
Yes, unless you have something else that would lower the difficulty.
No, okay. Well, I guess I gotta fucking re-roll then. So hold on. 6 at 7, the same shit. I did better
Even better.
re-rolling. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're like a bit surprised, but check instantly like urges them to relocate or something.